I know you guys cover all sorts of things around the world, from individual visits to different kinds of events, but what are some of the unique challenges with securing the Olympics specifically?
Well, every country will have its own unique and challenging aspects in their environment in managing security. But DSS has a long history supporting these games around the world, so we've just about experienced everything out there. However, I will say this year marks the first time ever where the opening ceremonies will be conducted almost exclusively outdoors along the Seine River in Paris. Now, as you can imagine, this has created a whole next level of challenges in securing an entire riverbank. But the French have a bold and original plan. They are engaging every level of their security. And I won't spoil it here, but the scope that they plan to achieve will be historic. As part of this, we will also have a large number of U.S. officials in attendance. So as I mentioned earlier, one of our partners in the ISEG includes the U.S. Secret Service. So we're going to be able to help them navigate their protection needs for potential visits from high-end delegations, which always tend to complicate and increase those challenges for us.
How does communication come into play in what you're doing?
Oh, it's 100%. I mean, we live and die by our ability to communicate effectively and share information quickly. Now, I'm talking mainly about the open source realm here, but that's why we focus on syncing up with host government partners so importantly. Now, we will also deploy locally engaged staff, staff from the embassy to help us. We'll place them in strategic locations and utilize them as official translators and support staff. We all realize and concede that, during emergency situations, most people will default to their native language. So we want to be right there with them in understanding what they need, the after action, the active response, and meeting our mission goals.
How is the DSS starting to prepare for future Olympic Games beyond Paris?
Well, we've already identified our Olympic security coordinators for the Winter Games in 2026 in Milan, Italy. They've completed language training and should be starting their preparatory work very soon. For our part, we've engaged with the Italian government and extended not only our deepest commitment to cooperation, but another successful relationship building tool for us is inviting our Italian counterparts to join us in Paris to get hands-on experience of what to expect as far as infrastructure and that JOC, and then our complete network of law enforcement support. We conduct a number of crisis management exercises in the run-up to Olympic Games, and the Italians will join us every step of the way. We will invite them to see and observe how we organize domestic major events, such as the annual United Nations General Assembly meeting in September of every year up in New York City. There might be other major sporting events that we will be able to invite the Italians, such as Super Bowl or World Series, something like that, so they can get, again, firsthand example of how to deal with crowds and the various layers of security. It's a great opportunity also to see how, for the U.S., our federal and local systems of law enforcement kind of complement each other, because we all agree we can't do this job by ourselves. We need that force multiplier by joining forces.